Hey guys, we're ready to mount our 3 rectangles onto a final sheet of paper. This paper is slightly larger than the rectangle we started with, so that we can leave a nice white frame that's going to run around the edge of your animal. You need the white paper, you need your 3 rectangles, you need a glue stick, not wet glue, a glue stick, you need a pencil, and you need a piece of paper towel that's long enough to reach the top and bottom of your longest rectangle, and I'll explain why. The first thing I'm going to do is set up my 3 rectangles on this white sheet of paper so that I'm going to use the other side because this one, they're both kind of dirty. I'm going to use this side, and I'm going to set up my rectangles so that I have an equal amount of white that runs around all of my edges. I know you can't see all of them from where you are, all the sides, but trust me when I tell you that there's a relatively equal amount up here along the sides and down here. You can see on the sides that it's pretty equal. We don't want to do something like this. This would look really bad, to have a thick strip of white and a thin strip over here. So I'm going to set it up so that it's eyeballed, but it's pretty equal. And once I'm done setting it up, I'm going to create something called a registration. And I want you to look, I'll use this purple corner as an example. Once it's set up, I'm going to use my pencil to mark 2 of the 4 corners on each one of these rectangles. So I'll show you what I mean by that. I'm going to hold this in place, and I'm just going to put a little bracket. And I'm going to put one on the bottom down here as well, which is probably not seeable for you. Tiny little brackets. These are called registration marks. And this is going to allow me, once I have glue all over the back of this, this is going to allow me to know exactly where to place that once I've glued it. I'm going to mark my red, and I'm going to mark the orange. 1 corner is really kind of enough, but 2 is a safe bet. And then I can take these off, and I'm going to glue. So I would actually have 2 paper towels, one that you can glue on and one that you can use to apply pressure. But I'm just going to take 1 rectangle at a time, flip it over, and in order to glue this properly, you've got to work pretty quickly, but I'm going to glue the edges, just the very edges, and I'm also going to put an X, the letter X, down the middle. And you have to work quickly with glue sticks because they dry out. And then you'll take your paper, find your registration mark, and that shows you exactly where you want to put this. Now I don't want to take my hands, which have oils and dirt on them. I don't want to take my hands and rub them all over my piece. I want to take that paper towel, set it on top, and use that to apply pressure so that I'm not ruining my artwork. I'm not getting grease on it. I'm not smudging it. And I'm really making sure that all edges have adhered to the paper. And you're going to continue doing that with all 3 rectangles until it's pieced completely together. Once you've done that, you can flip it over and write your name on the back, and you are done.